Good morning, Heidi Springer, field ops trainee for the McCully fire. Just to give you, to start out, a quick overview of what happened with yesterday. We did have about 2,000 acres of fire growth. And so where that was is that the fire came down pretty close to Baldy Lake there, touching that. Did have a little bit of growth, but pretty minimal up on the north end. And then over between these two fires, so this was the North Pole fire, they did grow together on the north side of the fires right there. And that's where a lot of our 2,000 acres of growth came from, was in those areas. So starting over in Division Alpha, a lot of good work has been happening and continuing on today with prep over in the McCully Creek drainage and coming up around this private property right in here, and then taking the ridge from Downey Lake all the way up to Mount Ireland to the lookout up there. They've got about halfway in on that ridge, continuing that today, and going to start plumbing it, which means a hose lay in from the road system down here as far up as they can get to Mount Ireland. Over in Foxtrot, that is very much in a scouting role, a scouting mission right now. They're going to get into that Baldy Lake trailhead and look around at those ridges and what our options are out there. Over in Kilo, hitting that with air resources right now. A lot of bucket work going on. We may start flying some LATs as well, the large air tankers in that area too, just to hold it in place. Also buying time for Mike with their operations. So Kilo is unstaffed. However, we're going to be trying to keep that fire in place as much as possible today. Moving south into there, so fire is bumping us a little bit on this ridge line, the Elk Ridge. Got some hand line in there as well as dozer line, and is going to keep on moving that down, getting that really prepped. Most of it is prepped for that. Coming around the community of Bourne and tying it into Fruit Creek. Today's mission is to get that plumbed, and might have to look at doing some strategic burnout right up from this North Pole fire down into Cracker Creek to hold that in place a little bit more. And then we'll look at Cracker Creek over to Fruit Creek as well. Into Tango, they have been doing a great job of really prepping the roads around Snell Hollow, getting some dozer line in there and prepping that as well, and getting ready for the fire to come down. Right now it's just backing really nice and gently down the hillside there, but having that plan in place to catch that when it comes down. We'd have the structure division too, that's over here in Bourne. They have this all sprinklers. They've been testing it every day, turning those sprinklers on, raising the humidity over in Bourne as well as Snell Hollow, and some random cabins as well in those two areas. And then contingency is going out and looking at Pole Creek area to put some good shaded fuel breaks in along that area. Doing some mastication as well down below in the Spalding Ridge area too, so they've got that going on. And then we'll look at moving farther west along the highway. We are ramping up to do some night division as well. Looking around for that. We've got that staffed and we're just waiting for the right time, and they will be over here protecting Bourne and Snell Hollow when that happens. And that concludes your daily briefing.